What's popping? I'm locking. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. I stole that intro from my friend, Alex, who decided to go urban exploring without me, so... And how could you even do that? Okay, where is... This is mine. What is... That's terrifying. It's like a banshee shriek. Take my... Okay. Wait. Okay, so I learned that Zodilus are far faster than Nautilus. Also, I should probably give my Nautilus armor. Can you even make Nautilus armor, or do you have to find it? Very good question. Okay. I should probably make a separate set of armor. And also some Nautilus armor. Make some iron. Just so, got my spear. Yeah, alright. There's still two things I need to find. A Zodilus and a Coral Zodilus. Well, I guess I also have to find a camel husk and a zombie horse, but those are probably going to be way later on. Because if you didn't know, there's not many places for them to spawn here. Actually, I guess I could see if they spawn over there, but I'm going to make some armor first. Because my armor's almost broken and I don't want it to break. There's horse armor. Alright. Oh, of course it has an update. Cool. Have to update this thing like every 3 days, and I feel like it's not actually being updated. Talking about my Chromebook here. So weird seeing a happy gas without a harness. You're bald! Okay. Wait, did I spell armor wrong? Oh, it's with a U. Amour. Amour. Yeah, okay. So, I'll find some for my Nautilus, and then go out and do that. Maybe I can find some other armors as well. I know I can find copper Nautilus armor in shipwrecks. I don't know where to find like diamond one though. Actually, I have a computing device right in front of me. I guess I could look it up. Quick and easy. How to get diamond Nautilus armor. How to get diamond netherite? What? Extremely rare and Shipwrecks, ocean ruins, or buried treasure? Buried treasure, you say? Can't be crafted directly. 1.1 chance? What? Okay. Oh, yeah, there's probably no leather version. That's kind of sad. I like the leather, the way the leather looks on horse armor. Be cool to see, like, leather. Oh, don't play.
Motherfucker.
Of course, that's the first thing that I hear. Okay. Now it's time to go on my... Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to check. If I put it on easy mode, how easy is it to find them? No, I in fact do not want to fight any drowns whatsoever. So this is simply for this right here. Easy mode. Alright, maybe I have to kill them as well. Get more leads. No! Little motherfucker. Okay. No zombies spawned. Kind of disturbing. I have my iron armor on? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make another chest. So I can put all my valuables in there so I don't lose all my valuables. Because I'd rather not. I don't really have that many diamonds, despite me having full enchanted diamond gear. Okay. Oh, I have no wood at all. Okay. I don't need stick. And it's raining again. Yay. I don't want to lose any of this if I die. I'm fine with losing iron stuff, so. Kind of important to bring those, but I'll only bring a few. Okay. Now I should probably get iron tools, since those will be important. You know, tools are the thing that the entire world functions with. Can't really play this game efficiently without them. What is that thumping noise? Stop! Is it the rain? Is the rain sound effect doing that? Okay. Is there an axe somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Cool. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring it with me. Hold on, wait a minute. Just realized how my inventory is set up. I guess I will have to wax the other one, otherwise it'll turn into a statue. Make sure the other side's waxed. Yep. Alright. Wait. Are you waxed? You are waxed. And you're fully done, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know I had a fully waxed final form, fully oxidized one. Okay. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. So many randomly broken mushrooms. I have to keep getting rid of all of them. What is going on here? You're like little bro in the mushroom? Okay. Let me put it on peaceful mode real quick so I can get the pufferfish. I wish they wouldn't swim away. Right, my shield. Oh, it's a lot of airtime. Alright. Pufferfish, oh pufferfish. Nautilus are so magical. Why do they give me water breathing? Like, oh, it's scary that that's only 1 to 2 seconds. Another Nautilus. They've made all of these very, very useful creatures very easy to get. You do not have to play for that long to get these. Okay. Oh, is that a baby squid? It is. Should probably get more buckets, actually. It's better to have them ahead of time. The pufferfish. God, my phone is so hot. It's so warm. Could have been dangerous. Can you just... You can just swim onto land. That's terrifying, to say the least. I'm gonna make like an actual area for these guys. Oh, hold on. Ugh. Oh, it's turning nighttime and I can sleep away the rain. Maybe then my phone will stop overheating. As a non-Chihuahua owner, certain Chihuahuas are very cute. They probably get so many diseases though. Ugh. They're like they must have been bred to hell and back, literally, for how many diseases they get. Make that money. Whoa, I forgot you were in there. Okay. Here. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Oh, I guess I should also probably tame this thing. Dang. There we go. I'm gonna have to gather all of those again. Alright. On the hunt for pufferfish once again. This time, grabbing a lot of them. Those are nautili, not pufferfish. Another nautilus. I feel like these things should be a slight bit rarer than they are. It also might be that I'm on easy mode, and easy mode gets rid of all of the drowned, which take up 97 billion% of the spawn rates. Oh yeah, right. Where are the... Oh, pufferfish. Try not to directly run into it, lest I be poisoned. God damn it. I gotta stop saying that. I don't even... I do it without thinking. Is it a pufferfish? That is a pufferfish. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Come here, you cute little guy. I have to make a necessary evil. Oh, that's what's happening. I was wondering why I'd randomly just go faster than the pufferfish. It's because the dolphins keep bumping into me. Stop. It's really annoying. These things should not be following me while I'm on the Nautilus. Alright. Just 4 more pufferfish for now. And I'll be on my merry way. I really hope they add more Nautilus variants. I love collecting things. It's like catching Pokemon. And whenever I start playing a Pokemon game, I don't stop playing it until there's no Pokemon left to catch. Ow. Get back here. Get back here. Gotcha. There's your friend. Gotcha. Okay. Forgot I can't see my own inventory from there. Oh, baby Nautilus. Oh, so cute. Too bad you can't put them in a bucket yet. There's still a possibility that they can do the right thing and make you put a baby Nautilus in a bucket. We gotta do that with baby dolphins too. And while you're at it, make a way, like an item or something, like an Everstone, so that we can keep them as babies, because a lot of people like the way the babies look in this game. It'd also be cool if they dash sometimes by themselves. I don't know if they do or not. Thalassophobia was about to kick in. I just need one more pufferfish. It's gonna spawn like 17 of them. One pufferfish. Don't kill the pufferfish, please. Got him. Alright. Now I need to find some actual structures. What's my battery percentage doing? Not bad. Alright, it's time for us to go on a trip. Probably get a compass. And some lodestone. Oh, get off the... Yeah. Lodestone and a compass would do wonders. Lodestone is just stone and 1 iron, I think. And then a compass is iron, gold, and redstone. So gold, redstone, iron, and stone. Iron. Stone. However, I think I need a little more. No clue. Oh, I'm gonna need... No. I don't think I need that much stone, but... Or gold. Alright. Lodestone is... it is chiseled stone bricks. Okay. I was thinking of a clock for the gold. I don't know why I thought of a clock. I guess a clock wouldn't hurt either. Oh, this is still happening? Oh my god. It's so annoying. Every time I leave and come back, someone split my chest in half. I mean, they're working on all the bugs, so... hopefully it won't continue to persist. Oh, do I not have a... don't have a stone cutter? No way. What? I don't even know how to make chiseled stone. Oh. So I just have to... Oh. Well, whatever. I have 2 chiseled stone left anyways. Over here, I still have to put all the rest of the stuff up. The rest of the stuff up, now I put them in the chest. I have a lodestone. Yeah, that's really cool. Alright, we're going torchless. Going torchless. Alright. It's time to listen to some Reddit stuff. A loyal man is going to annoy you like a child. Here's why. I'm good. Actually, I hate it when men act like children. Here's why. I don't like children. They're generally annoying. Only child I'll ever like is my own child. Oh my god, no. Stop playing copyrighted ads.
Hello, baby. It's me. It's Daniel Pedastro. I have a toothpick in my mouth. Temporary. I had a little something in my mouth. Got a little toothpick, and now it's going to be a part of my personality. Okay? This is who I am now. I have an oral fixation. Pause. And also a surprise microphone. First story on the docket, see? I accidentally spilled tea on a girl who kept shoving past
Watching
me
Daniel
on the
Thrasher.
concert line. Last
Plus.
weekend, my friends and I, all late 20s, were stoked to attend a concert we've been hyping up for weeks. The line to get into the venue was absolute chaos. Think sardines in a can. Everyone freezing in the chilly evening air. Ooh, we love a little author. To stay warm, we grabbed some hot tea from a vendor nearby, and we're sipping it while chatting and waiting our turn like civilized humans.
I wish there was a way to change the way mushrooms looked. Like, a tool that would change the sides to look like this.
20s, I guess, who decided lines are optional. Hate! I hate that! That's such a pet peeve. Oh my god! Cutting in line is such a pet peeve. They weaved through the crowd, elbowing their way toward the front. One girl in particular zeroed in on our spot, shoving past my friends and me without so much as an, "Excuse me." I'm usually chill, but after 45 minutes of waiting in the cold, I was over it. I gave her a gentle nudge back to hold my ground, but she just scoffed
put this
and
right
kept
here.
pushing, practically stepping on my toes in the packed crowd.
All right.
I saw my moment. As she squeezed past me, still shoving like she owned the place, I kind of lost my balance and tilted my cup of tea just enough for a small splash to land on her jacket. Nothing scalding, just enough to make her yelp and shoot me a death glare. I played it off with a quick, "Oh no, I'm sorry, it's super crowded." She muttered something under her breath and scurried back to her group, suddenly less eager to cut ahead. The best part is my friends saw the whole thing and were stifling laughs as we finally got into the concert, feeling just a tiny bit warmer from my petty victory. No harm done, I guess, just a little tea-stained justice. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Because that's like, that is a natural consequence of That's a natural consequence of that. You know, she can't be mad at you. Yeah, that's good petty revenge, I guess. It's a little thing. You got it on her jacket. You know, maybe it stained the jacket a little bit.
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
have done that,
Concerts,
but
like,
yeah, that's fair.
concerts usually people crowd to the front anyways, right? Don't they normally? I don't know. I really don't go to a lot of concerts. I know I seem like it because of my musical prowess. Concerts, like, you're supposed to kind of
Musical
go to the
prowess.
front, right? If it's standing room only kind of a thing. But this isn't that. This is the line to get into the venue. Right, that's a completely different thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
very
you're not
different.
in the venue.
I
It's
would have
like
just told
we're
him
going
to get back in
it's a line to
line.
get into the venue, and by that
Get back in
stretch,
their part of the
I don't know,
line,
it'd be nice if they had a little heightened up security or something to get. Dude, I was at a Halloween Horror Nights a couple weeks ago at
Oh.
Universal Studios, and there were these kids behind us that kept going, "Oh, Arnold! Hey! Oh, hey, Arnie! Arnold!" And they were faking seeing somebody in front of us. Hey,
Oh.
Arnold, hey, come on, Arnold, hey, we gotta go see, sorry, this is our friend Arnold, hey, and they were faking, pushing past people and, like, shouting out some, you know, arbitrary name, obviously nobody that they know, and we were all waiting in line for a long time. It was for the Mummy ride, and, dude, the line was a long wait. Luckily, the slightly older teens behind me were like, "You need to turn around, get back," you know, they were, like, really, assertive and aggressive. Younger teens go back to where they came from, dare I say? Because me personally, I don't know. I don't got that dog in me. I don't have that energy in me. Let's see what the
I don't
comments have
have
to
that
say.
dog in me.
Real quick, I'd like to shout out the sponsor of today's video,
No.
CyberGhost VPN. If you
I'm
don't
not
know, a
sponsored.
VPN is essential for protecting your
Why can I?
digital
Okay, there we
privacy.
go.
And with over 38 million users
Blast
worldwide,
protection,
20,000 excellent
blast
reviews
protection,
on Trustpilot, it is simply one
fire
of the best
protection.
VPNs out there. You know, perfect. It's just two.
I'm not sponsored, so shut up.
Using my link in the description, you're helping me feed my cats.
Fortune and Unbreaking 3? Oh, I'll have to take that.
My link, please, and let's get back to the video. Reminds me of the mosh pit at House of Blues Boston. We had eaten dinner on site to be able to get into the early entry line and had our positions staked out at the front. This short lady, Relevant, kept trying to push past us. I had seen her
Relevant.
early, so I knew her game. Unfortunately
That's
for
just
her,
funny.
I was
This
suffering
short
from
person,
paint
very
stripper
relevant.
levels of gas that night. So instead of very carefully releasing it so as not to stun the surrounding music fans, I just let it rip. I heard her
What?
gasp. She didn't move and kept pushing, so I did it again. I'm a tall lass. Oh, you're a lady. So it was much closer to her face than mine. She got the message after 3 emissions and moved away, so I went back to my careful disbursement. Not my proudest moment. Wait, so you had more in the tank after ripping it 3 times? What did you eat, dude? Okay,
This is a very interesting conversation, one that I'm above this kind of conversation, because I find it extremely weird.
Wow, you know what? Low FODMAP diet for you. I've been doing that lately. Low FODMAP? We don't need to talk about that. Here's what that means. Alright. Pure gold, not my proudest moment. Oh, I will disagree. This is how you do it, and you did it just perfect. Slow.
Of course you disagree, freak.
Mataha 1 BMTH. I don't know what that is. Baltimore Music Theater Hall. I don't know. Big man Tom Hanks. Bring my tarantula here. Betty, make that ham sandwich. I don't know. What is BMTH? Bring Me the Horizon. I don't know what that is. Okay. Reminds me of the pit at Bring Me the Horizon 1 Warp Tour. I got dropped on my head.
You don't know Bring Me the Horizon? Isn't that the... isn't that the people who made, like... Bring Me the Horizon. B-R-I-N-G... The Horizon. There's a song in my head that I can't remember. Yeah, Can You Feel My Heart? Yeah. Can you feel the like the Giga Chad music? I have that song on my playlist. I still couldn't remember. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've already been this way. I do genuinely wonder. Oh, since Zauduluses are faster than Nautilus is, that means that the Drowns have an upper hand against you. No, they are already too powerful. Minecraft, stop giving Drowns more stuff. Like, you made them spawn less, but they still spawn too much. They're so annoying. Like, every 2 seconds I find a drown with a trident. Obviously not right now because I'm in peaceful mode, but when I'm not in peaceful mode, I find one every, 5 minutes. I changed my time. I meant 2 seconds. And if anything, you need to up the spawn rate of aquatic structures. They're very rare. By very rare, I mean slightly too rare. Because I find more ocean monuments than I do ruined ruins, ocean ruins. And ocean monuments are what I don't want to find more of. Everything's flip-flopped. What is this? I didn't bring any fences with me. And there's lava there. I need diamonds.
The bump got me really nauseous, and I started clawing like crazy to get out of the crowd so I could puke. Could also be a slight concussion. That you also get nauseous when you're concussed a little bit, you know? Except when I got to this one spot where I couldn't get through because this girl must have thought I was trying to worm past to steal her spot or something. She kept shifting her position to block my path and then dig her heels in and refused to let me pass her. The people surrounding her were too drunk to notice my attempts to pass them, but she was intentionally blocking my exit and shooting me dirty side eyes. I kept gesturing towards my hand clasped over my mouth because opening my mouth wasn't an option with how hard I was fighting it back. I shook her shoulder imploringly, trying to get her to see I wasn't trying to steal her spot. It was an emergency, but she kept glaring at me and rolling her eyes like I wasn't trying to hold back a fountain of spew, so I gave up. I just let her rip and made absolutely zero attempt to avoid her, and we were pressed in tight. I just sputtered and sprayed a stomach full of mostly bottled water that hit her largely in the face and chest. Best believe she
That's
got
disgusting.
quick after that. I swooped through the gap and finally made my way out of the crowd to head to the med tent to rule out a concussion. Hey, good. So if you got puked on in the BMTH pit at Warped in St. Petersburg, Florida, hey! That's where I'm from, baby! By a BI with purple hair. No, I meant it, and it was your fault for being catty. I think this is pretty satisfactory. Petty revenge, I would say. Next story. Coworker from hell tried to
this is r/petty revenge, I see.
Without him. I had a coworker who was one of the worst human beings I've ever met in real life. I like that distinction of in real life, assuming that you met horrible people online. There's somebody in your head that you're thinking of that's slightly worse, but we'll continue. He was very misogynistic, calling all the women that worked there girl. I think THERE is what they mean. Calling all the women that worked there, THERE, girl, demanding they do things for him while he did F all. Constantly flirting with them regardless if they were single or showed any interest. He would scream profanities in their face if they didn't
Profanities?
Fall in line. Management dragged their feet doing anything.
What kind of profanities? There are quite a few of them.
Fire him! Let him go! Dude, I've listened to so many business podcasts. They say that the worst people to work for you are like those who do like C levels of work, meaning like, you know, they do enough to get by but not enough to get fired. Those are the worst people to work for you because they're not motivated and that you it's difficult to choose to fire them. But somebody like this is so easy.
Yeah.
To fire. If you've got constant issues and the quality of your work is terrible, like you gotta go. You have to go. I'm not a woman, but many of my friends there were women, and when I seen him yell, "Hey girls, go get me this now," then pitch a fit like a toddler when they refused, it really pissed me off. This next sentence is
I can get some fence
here. What
here.
I'm supposed to say is, I told the people I worked with to tell me if he hit on them and wouldn't leave them alone because I can't stand that shit. I heard that he had no transportation and was pressuring people to take him home. One night he told me he needed a ride home. It was midnight. Me, him, and the manager were the only people left at the end of the night. I told him I couldn't. He wouldn't listen. He followed me to my car anyway. He followed me to my car anyway. I got in, I locked the doors, and he started banging on my window like a psychopath telling me I better
That's not a
have things taken
psychopath thing to
home.
do.
Keep in mind it was pitch
Can
black
people
out in an
stop
empty
using
parking lot with no security
psychopath
at
as a
midnight.
way to
He could
describe
have
crazy
attacked me or
people?
jumped in and
Because
stole
not
my
every
car, and my
psychopath is
odds of
crazy.
stopping him would have been slim. I put the car in reverse, I backed out and blew out of that lot. The manager left ahead of me, so he was left in that lot all alone. There is zero public transport and probably no Uber/Lyft either. The town I drive to work for is completely
Wait, why am I
corrupted
still...
and so anti-public transport. Sidewalks don't even exist. Oh my god, dude. Really left him stranded. Probably, deservedly so, but Jesus, he's really screwed. I didn't feel bad about it either. Your transportation is your problem. He's not a minor. He's 27 years old. He's
27 and can't take care of
He just asked for a
yourself.
really difficult day at work the next day. In my, professional opinion, right? But it's true that, he's nuts. So he was banging out, just expecting stuff, demanding stuff. Yeah, you chose violence this night, and I call you brave for your sacrifice. You can believe he didn't ask me for a ride again or F with me. Really? Wouldn't a guy mess with? Wouldn't he be like, dude, what was that? Or maybe it's just like, maybe he learned how to ask nicer? Let's read the rest of this. The aftermath. This happened months ago. Want to know how it ends? Turned out he was indeed a crazy person. A viral video of him came out showing him getting out of a car, a coworker who felt bad gave him a ride, in a fit of road rage and getting into a fist fight with another driver right in the middle of a busy highway with hundreds of cars swerving, trying not to hit him. He was clearly identifiable, and people in the comments were using his legal name. Apparently, that still wasn't enough to fire him. What do you mean? Is this real? This can't be real, dude. This is nuts. He rather anticlimactically finally ran his mouth at the female
I need to turn my brightness up.
and she told him, get the F out of my business, and fired him on the spot. Good. Believe me, that night, I had some shots in celebration. Where does he work? Does he have, tea on management or something? Is there some reason they're keeping him on? Because there's no way. Hey, girl, go get me this now. I mean, this is nuts. And he's 27? You leaving him stranded is like, yeah, that's good.
Oh, they're probably calling...
Yeah, just leave him
He's
there.
probably calling
I'm
them
really
bitch.
surprised that he didn't,
That's probably what profanity he was
take
talking
that
about.
as an attack and tried to retaliate. I know that's a weird thing for me to say, but you're dealing with a maniac, right? You do that, and you show up to work the next day, and then they're suddenly
Yeah, that's crazy.
like they're suddenly not messing with you. I
That
don't
is
understand how
entitlement
you
right
take
there.
men's fuel to go bananas. I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a real story? I don't know. But let's see what the comments say. You need to leave that place. They don't care except to make management's lives easier.
It's boring to say, assuming this is true.
They really do let people get away with anything. People
I
show
just
up whenever they
pretend
want,
it's
every
true.
day, even 30 minutes late.
Because
Never
I have no evidence
second. They
against
disappear
it.
and go smoke outside or sit in their
It's
car.
innocent until proven guilty.
When a coworker shows up late every single day, takes 2.5-hour lunches, and disappears all the time, got double the raise I got this year. By the way, raises in rural places are 25 cents an hour, can be. So double the raise might mean 50 cents an hour.
Maybe I should have left one of these buckets without pufferfish in them.
2 years and almost never calls out. Believe me, I stopped caring too. Sounds like my job. We have a guy who refuses to shower for months at a time. What do you mean? Thinks that wiping his ass is gay?
What?
That's crazy. Thinks that wiping
I mean,
his
it's
ass is
toxic.
gay.
It's not gay.
He's so bad at his job that we genuinely wonder if he really is that stupid or just trying to be as terrible as possible. Crazy thing is, management gives him whatever he wants. He wants to move to day shift? Done. Oh, someone else is already working that shift? No problem. Just change their schedule against their will. Day shift starts too early for him? That's okay. Just move him to the
Is this guy Nepo Baby? Why? Why are they doing that?
No one listens to them. Sometimes I wonder if he's the secret bastard of the company owner or something because no one who knows him has a single positive thing to say about him. Either they need warm bodies, or alternatively, he got dirt on somebody. Dirt.
What? There's snow.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the
Oh, this is like a legit plains biome. Okay.
you are, the more you need AARP.
Oh, that means I could find, let's see. Oh, I can't even... I don't have horse armor with me. Okay.
Next story. The elite got a taste of their own medicine. I like how taste is all capitalized in here. Makes me feel like it's important. Back in 2018, I married
Beetroots.
my now ex-husband. He came from money and grew grew up in the upper class. He never lacked anything. I'm the complete opposite. I grew up extremely poor and learned very early on that you have to work hard and have your own back. We met at his uncle's restaurant where I was a server. He came in one day to eat. I was his server. He asked for my number and we hit it off. Or so I thought.
Ooh.
After we got married, his true colors
Horse
were
armor?
to follow. A complete narcissist actually
Iron
diagnosed.
spear. I'll take it.
Man, this story takes place when I meet his sister and her boyfriend for the first time. We pick them up from the airport, and as he introduces us, she eagerly says, "Oh my God, she's
Oh, I don't
totally
need this at
Jordan's."
all.
Her boyfriend agrees, and my husband chuckles. I'm like, "What is Jordan's?" And my
Okay.
husband tells me that it means I have great style. I thank her for the compliment and think nothing of it. Throughout their visit, they start calling me Jordan's, and I accept it as a cute nickname. Like, great, they like me. That was
Oh,
until
boy.
one night we all decided to get drunk. We popped open some wine, and as we drank more and more, they started commenting on how crappy and cheap my wine was. I kind of shook it off as they decided to play stupid drinking games. Can I tell you something? You ever buy food for somebody or a group of people, like pizza or something like that, and they're like, "Nah, this kind of sucks," you know? And they don't say anything, and it does feel weird if you get stuff for people and then they consume it and they're just, you know, it does rub you the wrong way. Even if it's true. I think you have to open with it, you know? You have to go,
Leather
"Okay,
horse
this
armor
ain't
could
very
work.
good." And then people will be like, "It's not my favorite, but whatever, it's free."
I can make leather horse armor. Is there any?
You pop open some wine or get sushi for a group or something, and they're like, "Yeah, this isn't very good." I don't know. Just be wary. Be wary of yourself if you complain about something that somebody else brought. Not a good look. That's all I'm gonna say. I kind of shook it off as they decided to play stupid drinking games. Truth or Dare was one of them. My husband's sister dared him to tell me what Jordan's was. They're all laughing like chickens and totally drunk. He says Jordan's is the name we give homeless people who have swag. I'm completely dumbfounded as they all burst out into more laughter. I was not as drunk as everyone else and just sat there trying not to cry.
Homeless
You
people
know,
who
it's
have
like their
swag?
version of like a guy, like a Silver Lake guy, this kind of thing. Street fashion Silver Lake. Just kind of, you know.
I don't think I could cry in that situation. That's just so weird and random. Homeless people who have swag? That just sounds like a person with a home. That's what I call a homeless person with a house.
He finally told me I may have told them about your upbringing and how you're not like us just to prepare them. Why would you do that? I can't believe that's real. That's so frustrating that that's the thing. Clothes have
Okay,
never been an important thing in my life, and so whenever I picture people who judge
Are there no
others,
cows
you know,
here?
deeply based on the clothing, it's like, come on, man. But
They
anyways,
should be
you're
able to
right,
spawn
but we all
near the
judge
houses.
each other, and maybe we should stop.
Well, I guess I could sleep
I was in complete shock.
and then grab cows.
For me, I could not believe what I was hearing. I spent the next few days to myself making excuses.
All I need to do is tame it, put it... Oh, I need a saddle, too. Well, I don't need a saddle yet.
The day before the last, they went on the hike, which I excused myself from.
I should have brought the happy guest.
I videotaped myself swapping out the expensive bottle of tequila.
So here's a normal horse. I actually don't have a normal horse either. You can make saddles! I forgot about that. God, I've been thinking about this whole time and still forgot.
I mean, I went off. I got drunk and went to bed by the time they got back, so I didn't have to engage, and they didn't know I was drunk off of $200 worth of tequila. All right, $200 worth of tequila. I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's Casa Azul, baby. This thing right here. Boom. Reposado, baby. This has got to be it. All right, nice, expensive tequila. Thing rings like a bell. After you polish it back. The last night I watched these idiots sip the tequila like wine and comment on how distinguished and delicate it was. They mentioned you could taste the quality. Why would you do that? If you're loaded, right? If you're truly loaded, you're not going to be thinking that. You're not going to be sipping and thinking that, like, on this tequila. You're just going to kick it back.
They're just like having an ad for the tequila, just like, this tequila is so sweet. I'm blackout drunk and can't think right now, but this tequila, oh, you can taste the goodness.
I hit play and watch as they started to understand what just happened and what they were drinking. Satisfied, I start gathering shot glasses.
I don't know why I said sweet. I don't think you can't really taste tequila, can you?
Nothing to me. I went to bed only to have my husband wake me up in outrage, telling me his sister was crying because I humiliated them. I just say, yeah, sucks, doesn't it? They left the next day and never spoke to me again. Even when we visited their parents, they all live in Europe. she refused to come see us. Safe to say I'm happily divorced. Pretty crazy stuff. This is very much like a villain monologue. It's very good. I mean, it's great. It's almost like cinematic in a way. It is cinematic in a way. The fact that you had the courage and the fearlessness to do this in front of a group of people just showing off a video presentation
Alright.
that you put together is nuts. I mean,
Well, I think this.
wow, that's great. It's just so direct.
I need
It's such a
more
direct,
iron.
like, hit, in a way.
Oh, speaking of more iron.
Yeah, what a like a premeditated thing to do. Tom comment here says, LOL, the idea of someone sipping Saza Gold like a fine wine has me giggling. That stuff is vile, haha. Tell me about it. It was indeed gold, LOL. Well played. Glad you're out of there. Me too. I can't believe I wasted 5 years of my life with this idiot. Did you at least get some alimony from him? Nope. I was so broken I just wanted
I
to
can
go
make
away and
torches. Oh my god, I'm so smart.
Yeah, and this next comment does
This
say
coal
this,
can
if
let me
you
make
got alimony,
torches.
you have to deal with him on a regular basis forever. Now you don't have to. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. And honestly, peace of mind is priceless. Priceless. I will say good for you for getting to the heart of the matter. Yeah, I have a family that loves me and aren't shallow. Man, what's that like? How's that? Glug, glug, glug. You know. Next story with a little bit of... Ex cheated on me. Asked for updates on our dog. My friend told me I should post this here, so here I am, LOL. So,
I know I hate your guts, but how's the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
Woman, 21 female that he met on TikTok. Who's meeting people on TikTok? To make a long story short,
What the hell?
suspicions about his infidelity since January this
No
year.
wonder it's your ex.
Raise concerns. I get hit with the good old, don't worry, babe. She's just my best friend. Well, turns out I was right, and the very same day we called our relationship off due to unrelated issues, he's posting on social media about how much he loves his new girl. The same day? Huh? Last week he met her in real life for the first time and moved her like 6 states away into his dad's house. Keep in mind, we've been broken up exactly 1 month today. Anyway, we had a dog together, Rosie.
We had a dog together. Very silly way to phrase that.
And she's BFFs with my roommate's dogs. He agreed that she'd probably be better off with me and only asked that I send him pictures of her and keep him updated on how she's doing. I said, sure, I'll email you some photos every few months. So every day since then, whenever I let Rosie out into the yard, I'll take pictures of her pooping to send to my ex.
What?
I've gotten all different angles, a couple of videos, the whole 9 yards. Hope you got a close-up in there too. In a couple of months, he'll have an inbox full of our crapping dog to remind him of just what exactly I think about him. What I will say is, dude, if I was missing my dog, I would take 3 pictures. You know, not the pictures of the poop itself, but pictures of the dog pooping. I would take that. Because it's really funny. But also, I never did a crime against a fiance. So, edit. Wow, I didn't expect this to blow up as much as it has. Thank you so much to everyone asking how Rosie and I are doing. We're just fine. I think she's definitely sad that he's going around. And he's after all, but she's surrounded by her.
This thing looks so nice compared to the sword and oh.
It's possible he lied to her and said we were roommates or something, but I don't really care. Even if she was actively poaching him, my ex would have shut it down if he really
The spear looks so nice compared to the rest of the tools.
with his actions, which are far more trustworthy than his words. All I know is I'm happier and feel more fulfilled now than I have in years. I'm reconnecting with old friends, spending time with loved ones, trying new things, meeting new people. The best revenge I could ever have is being better off without him. That last sentence right there is completely accurate. It's like, here's my experience with breakups. You got about 2 weeks of, oh god.
I have zero experience with breakups. Why do my words stop wording whenever I record? It's very interesting to me. Because I can speak perfectly fine in front... Find? Better find myself a better brain. I can speak perfectly fine in front of a human being generally. And the second I'm recording, I can't speak properly anymore.
Y'all need that real bad. You need to find your identity. You need to think what's cool for you, not what's cool to others, you know, every once in a while. You gotta reassess what's cool to you. And I think the newly single experience that in a much cleaner way than most people do. You know, they really get to evaluate what's good, what do I like? What do I want for dinner tonight? Let's see what some of the comments say. The top comment here says, please crop Rosie's face out of every image so he doesn't even get that pleasure. Just anus and dookie in frame. Perfection. Pretty good. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, then.
That personal touch. Photoshop his new girl's face over Rosie's. All right, this is a bit. That's while it's funny, it's just like I'd be like, all right, that's so weird. That's a lot of effort, you know. I wouldn't even do that. I would just buy the dog's crapping calendar from Amazon and mail it to him. He left you and Rosie. F him. There's a dog poop calendar on Amazon. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta look this up.
What in the world? Yeah, people make some weird things.
This is all AI images. Why would anybody buy this? Okay, this one's real.
Yeah.
So there are real ones out there. Whoa! 14,000 5-star review. What?
What?
Are you kidding me?
Are those botted? Can you even bot those? I bet you can. You could probably bot views. Reviews. You can probably bot reviews.
Real? Jeez, I gotta get in the calendar game. Oh my god. Anyway, this comment here says, I'm surprised this hasn't been asked for yet, but I'm gonna need a dog tax here, so let's see what this puppy looks like. Oh my god. Oh my god. You idiot. You cheated on this girl and you had to leave this dog behind. Dog pooping. Okay, that's really funny. Oh my god, and these are the kind of photos you send.
Get back here.
What a cutie! I can't believe. Why on God's green earth would you risk losing this pooch by cheating on your significant other, you dork? Alright, well, at least we know the dog is absolutely cute. Oh my god.
I need some leather, please.
Abandon your kid on the road as a punishment? Well, now they're getting a free pony ride. So I work on a farm and keep my horse there. This morning my boyfriend...
God, the spear is very difficult to use on phone.
I kind of need to give some info as to how this road is laid out. Oh, the road is on an incline as it goes up the mountain.
Where are you?
Places up the road from the
Want to play hide and go seek?
When we hear or see cars coming,
I found you. Oh, that game's so bad. I should play it sometime.
And on occasion, a car moving way faster than it should. Context achieved. At this point, we were on our way back to the farm, moving up the inclined road.
Where?
I hear a car coming up the road, so I pull into the driveway, and my boyfriend farther behind me pulls off to the side. After a while, a van passes by.
Oh, there we go.
With the side door open. I turn to my boyfriend and say, "That was weird. Their door was open."
My ADD ADHD has to be so bad. I am watching a YouTube video while making a YouTube video.
I heard someone yell, "Walk." I agree, and as we come back over the edge of this hill, surely enough, there's a kid between 10 to 13 years old walking on the road with his phone in his hand and crying. My boyfriend asks if he's okay, and he says, yeah, but that's obviously not true. I connect the dots and ask if his parents kicked him out of the car, and he says, yeah. I'm pretty shocked at this point and ask if he knows where they were going, and he names one of the activity places about a quarter mile up the inclined road. I'm pissed at this point because who the F abandons their kid on an unfamiliar road in an unfamiliar state? He told me his family was on vacation here as a punishment, let alone a road that doesn't even have a sidewalk. Between the dangers of him walking up this road alone and the distance to get to the activity place,
That's insane.
I also didn't want to make him follow us on foot the rest of the way to the farm. We walked to the driveway and I dismounted and then called him over and gave him my helmet. I told him I was going to put him on my horse and I'd walk her with my boyfriend following on his horse back to the farm. From there, I'd drive him in my car the rest of the way up the road to the activity place. He perked up as he rode my mare and I tried to get more info from him. He said he was afraid to do the activity. It involved heights, so valid. And he was talking back to his dad and asking why. Like, why would you do the activity? His dad got pissed off and was yelling and kicked him out of the car. He said his parents are really strict, and I didn't want to keep asking questions because every time I did, he would visibly get upset. Okay, so it sounds like this kid was just kind of complaining about this, vacation activity, which is a very kid thing to do. It's like, why do we have to do this? I'm scared, whatever. Get it. I get where the kid's coming from. The parents. Bit of an overcorrection here, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you suggest? As we neared the farm, his phone rang, and it was his mom. The conversation went like this. Mom, where are you? Kid.
Kill this cow real quick before...
Ride her horse. Mom, what did you tell her? Kid, that I got kicked out of the car. Mom, did you tell her why? Did you tell her you were being disrespectful? Kid, yes. I asked...
Alright, I'm gonna lock in for a second here. Easy mode. Alright. It's time to find these guys. I want to make sure that they can't push me back, so I want to stay near the Iron Golem. Hopefully the Iron Golem doesn't kill... I wonder, actually. Does the Iron Golem kill skeleton horses? And zombie horses? Oh, that's a creeper. Oh, zombie horse. Zombie horses. I need me some zombie horses. Zombie horse. Is that a baby zombie I heard? I know that pitter patter from anywhere. Am I in a valley? I think that's what this is. I think this is a valley. Oh god. Man, these things really are rare. Way more rare than the Nautilus. But it might also be the fact that I'm not actually in a plains biome, because I don't know if I am or not. Okay, hold on. Plains and savanna biomes. Okay. Light level 0. 1%? A 1% spawn rate is kind of crazy. Because, I'm pretty sure camels, or the camel husks, or husk camels, whatever they're called, they have a 10% chance of spawning, whereas these have a 1%. So every 1 in 100 mobs? Do they spawn in valleys? That's a good question. Do some spawn in don't naturally spawn in, no, normal valleys. In okay. I guess the Grass Valley is just considered plains biome. So they should be able to spawn here. In these light level 0 areas. Oh, I am staying away from you, sir. Why do they... Hmm. I can't find any of them so far. Whoa! So I could use some string. It didn't drop any. Oh god. Why are there so many witches? There's always like 5 witches nearby for me. It's like 30 zombies, 80 creepers, 70 skeletons, and 5 witches. It's very strange. It's a very strange number system because it doesn't make sense. Because there's only like 10 creatures that spawn at a time. That's what it feels like, though. Like, oh god. Oh, it's turning daytime. Alright, the light levels are going up. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate creepers so much. They're actually the worst thing in the game. They're so cool, but they do not belong here. They belong behind a chaos panel. Like, flip the chaos switch, that's when they start spawning. Not, like, these things are as chaotic as the flying turtles I made. Okay. Well, I also don't need this, but... Need more leather. Oh, a leather maker.
Ask if he wants me to talk to his mom, and he immediately says yes. I say hello and say that I put him on my horse so he wouldn't have to walk far, and we are almost back at the farm, and then I can drive him up the rest of the way. She says she's coming to get him and asks where we are, and I say on the road. She says, okay, thanks, I'll be there soon, and quickly hangs up. About 5 minutes later, she shows up, and I help the kid down. The mom looks irritated, says thanks, and tells him to get into the car. Then the following conversation between me and her. Me. You're welcome, but it's really not okay to just kick your kid out on the road like that. Mom, he was being disrespectful and talking back to his dad.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can just endanger your child.
Side of the road, you were lucky we were the ones who helped him and not a bad person. Mom, you should tell that to his father, who wasn't with her, by the way. His father had enough and couldn't take it anymore. Why does, I mean, you're there too, you know. Me, well, it sounds like you don't have a son problem, you have a husband problem. You know, a little Seinfeld action. Mom huffs. Tell me about it. Am I right, Diva? I don't know. It sounds like the mom is just kind of all over the place. It's just, you know, whatever. I just let her leave after that. It sounded to me like she didn't agree with kicking the kid out, in which case she should have gotten out with the kid, yes, and that they probably argued over it. Her tone made it seem like this wasn't the first issue she's had with her husband. I didn't want to push for it. For all I knew, he was abusive to her and or the kids, and berating her wouldn't have made things any better for anyone. I just hope he didn't get more punishment afterwards for not walking all the way. Whether he really was being a pain in the ass kid or the parents were just overreacting didn't matter to me. You don't abandon your kid like that as a punishment.
Yeah.
Punishment isn't putting your kid in danger, putting them on a street that's unfamiliar, and there's blind bends and stuff. That's not very cool, you know. Danger is not a good punishment in any way. My petty revenge was that instead of a punishment, he got a pony ride. Plus, anytime he tells the story about the first time he rode a horse, whoever's listening will find out that it happened because his crappy parents abandoned him in an unfamiliar place. Kid, I hope you're okay and that I was able to cheer you up in a bad moment. I also hope your mom divorces dad, gets full custody, and he has to pay child support. This feels very, and I'm going to use this phrase delicately, this feels like a very old-fashioned punishment. I'm not saying it's good punishment.
Yeah, most punishments that are old-fashioned aren't good. I mean, they used to torture people who were gay to try and make them stop being gay, and they didn't even stop being gay.
Walk back to school, you know what I mean? Like something like that. It just feels very, very that. You know, it's like something you hear about but you don't experience. And so seeing this in person had to be wild. Because if you picture a 10-year-old kid, dude, sure, they got a lot of energy, and sure, he could walk up that thing and, you know, theoretically be fine, but in a windy road with, you know, that's dangerous and that's not good. And he's embarrassed, you know. He had his phone, but ultimately it's like maybe they were thinking that this is the middle of nowhere, and so, you know, there's no danger here, but you know, depending on
Well, this is the middle of nowhere, there's more danger.
danger is different.
If you're...
ability to walk around comfortably in downtown
Because humans actually aren't that much of a danger, if you didn't know. Kidnappings rarely ever actually happen. And when they do happen, most of the time it's a family member who kidnaps them. What I'd be more afraid of is an animal attack. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna put you out of your misery. As soon as I get up. Because I don't want you to kill me. You're welcome. little memorial for him.
Would have called the police for an abandoned
Yeah,
child.
I'd more likely be afraid of
But she still allowed it.
wild animals getting him rather than another human.
Be careful of who you marry. And men too. I heard this
Wild
same
animals
one
are a
thing,
lot
and
more
I'll say it
vicious.
till I'm out of breath. You get to choose who you marry, but the child does not get to pick who their parents are. You get to pick your spouse, but the kid can't pick their parent. So whoever you marry, you are choosing your future kid's parent. So be freaking careful. Be careful. Do your research. Do what you can, you know, because you don't want to end up in this situation to where you are forced to side with an unreasonable spouse. You don't want to do that. What they did to that child is abuse. I also would have called Child Protective Services. Then again, good chance the police might have done that when called anyway. I'm 66 years old. Here we go. When I was 4,
Ooh,
I
you
got
seem
left
pretty
behind
fast.
with my family at an aunt's house. My uncle came home from work and found me crying and terrified.
I don't have any
still
apples to
bad
feed it, so.
dreams about being left behind. At 66?
Chevy Silverado HD, America's most dependable heavy-duty pickup.
Um,
And Chevrolet.
I mean, you're pretty good. What hops you got? Not very good hops.
Oh, and then this next person here says, thank goodness you happened to cross him. My mother did this to my little brother when he was about 4. 4 is so young.
Damn it.
4 is so young to be doing this kind of stuff. Because like 4, there's a growth period between ages 3 and 4 is where you get a sense of what's it called?
God, I cannot.
RTMJ or something. It's like a right temporal lobe something. It's like it's your ability to interpret blame.
It's hard to hit them.
Like who's to blame for things. And until you're about 4, you don't really have that sense of like who's at fault for things. You need to tweak it. Okay, doing that at 4 is insane. My mother did this to my little brother when I was about 4, and it traumatized him. He only lived for 8 more years. So he lived to be 12. But every time he had to get in a car, he would ask if he was going to be left somewhere. Oh, my heartbreak. A little suture in my heart is that as soon as I was old enough to have friends who drove, I would take him everywhere with me. It took about a year to convince him that I wouldn't have let anyone leave him anywhere. Then we had another 2 where he didn't even question it. Little bro was going to every Thursday ska night in the big city with his cool teenager friends for his last spring and summer.
Dang.
And you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but because that last comment was a little sad, but it does give me a little hope that you as a sibling, you as a friend, maybe an uncle, cousin, whatever, you can undo some of the damage that some people's parents do. I'm not saying it's your job to fix everybody you come across, but there are moments where if you know that you can help somebody and you know you can strengthen up their morale and give them faith in humanity again, try. It's worth a shot. Okay? And that was a very sweet little story. I think you deserve a nice little eye bleach. That's what I think. So we're gonna do some of that. Oh my lord. It looks like a Dalmatian, but I don't think it's a Dalmatian. I think it's a mix with like I had a dog named like a Cocker Spaniel maybe? This is the cutest. Oh, look at that coat, dude. Oh, look at those ears. Is this a baby Maine Coon? Dude, those ears are long. Maybe it's just a wide angle lens. Oh, look at that feet. Ah! You're wearing a black sweater. Noob. Oh my god, look at that little kitty. Oh yes! Sleepy
Do
little
horses
cat.
fall?
I
They
know
do,
this
don't
person's
they?
little cat here is
I'm not
just
going in
eating
there
it.
then.
Thanks for
Here's
hanging
a
out
good
with me.
place to
Once again,
test.
please click the link in the description.
Yep,
If you're interested in
yes they do.
ExpressVPN, big thanks to them for sponsoring this video.
Okay.
What I know about this
Back to
actual
listening to
thing,
stupid people.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is nonsense goop that is pouring into my ears right now.
Have videos to produce. Despite the Hycalithus existing some 525 million years ago, its existence wasn't even known until 1999. Hence the
Motherfucker. Okay, first of all, again, this thing is the size of like a fingernail. I don't think it's all that surprising that it wasn't discovered until like the more modern day in terms of paleontology, right?
Can I even use my shield on my horse?
It's just like, oh man, this thing existed so so long ago, but it took us this long to find it. Yeah, that's what it means when you're buried in rocks in the ground. Like, what? You think we should have known about it the entire time that we were like cavemen or whatever? Fucking Grug is just there like. You know? His mind is just blown because he's just like, Grug thinks this, Haiku Ichthys. Haiku Ichthys, early ancestor to modern fish. Yeah, how come the dinosaurs didn't find out about Haiku Ichthys?
The ongoing debate about what exactly it is. There just isn't enough detail for it to be considered part of either group.
Okay, I don't wanna-
Haicoethus is one of the more unique fish-like
Haicoethus?
that existed before the dinosaurs. A fascinating, flat-shaped being that even now is incredibly confusing to people whose whole business is old animals. Number 12.
He has so little to say about these things. Is that Sagabombaspis? Is that?
Astraspis.
That's what it's.
Astraspis.
Christ. He has so little to say about these, but he just keeps going on and on and on about it. Like, I want to say I know that one of the last videos we did, it was like
55.
30 extinct creatures in like 15 minutes worth of video. And it's just like, he's only gonna have like 30 seconds per creature. But now he's got like at least over a minute for each creature. But he's just like, he runs out of shit to talk about so quickly he just ends up repeating himself. And once again,
Evolution is truly a friend to the...
we just have another thing that's not even remotely terrifying.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's just a little chunky guy.
This is the fish equivalent of like a handheld vacuum cleaner. Like, I'm pretty sure, right? It's just this. No jaw. It just swims around and does this. That's it. That's the fish. Pardon me for not thinking this is a terrifying animal that existed before the dinosaurs.
Those that are
Terrifying animals that existed before the dinosaurs didn't exist.
Hold on, what the fuck did you just call me?
Old animals. Number 12. Astraspis. Evolution is truly a friend to those that are forced to endure the suffering of bullying. Take, for instance, the
What?
Astraspis, which evolved from a helpless target into a much stronger and more resilient creature.
So,
Okay, so he's saying that this thing evolved directly into Dunkleosteus.
yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
Oh boy, oh boy. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, listen, I don't know enough about, like, placoderm evolution in order to say that definitively. But I know for a fact that you don't. Yeah, Astraspis, as Rosie is saying, wasn't even a placoderm. So, like, I'm guessing this had evolved after placoderms had already... Oh, Astraspis. Late Ordovician. Okay, so I think that's still... That might have been before placoderms. Again, like, you're going so far back, it's like the Dickinsonia thing. Like, you're pretty much definitively saying, oh, yeah, you know, this thing
Oh my god.
that evolved before...
Just go away and give me my fucking horse.
...showed up, you're saying that this absolutely must have evolved into Dunkleosteus. This and our boy Sagabombaspis. Where's the meme? Where's the meme one?
It's so silly how people are like, evolution works like this. This thing looks like that thing, so they came from each other. No. No.
This thing is from the Ordovician, and Dunkleosteus was in the Devonian. That's more than a few thousand years. That is several million years. In the Ordovician, the Earth still had rings, and the air wasn't breathable.
The Earth had rings?
And they're like, oh, it took a few thousand years to evolve the jaw.
I didn't even know that.
Important for fish. A few thousand years, though.
That's probably not all that comforting. The Astraspis was a unique creature in its time, and not only because it looks like...
It really wasn't a unique creature. There were other things like it.
Yeah, there were so many things that looked exactly like it. Actually, there was rarely anything unique.
Second, from Little Shop of Horrors. That one's for all those...
Did you just make a Little Shop of Horrors reference?
Not only because it looks like Seymour II from Little Shop of Horrors.
You dumb motherfucker! Its name is Audrey 2, not Seymour 2.
Seymour
You didn't
2?
get that right. You fucked up your pop culture reference. The plant's name is Audrey 2. Oh my
That's so
fucking God.
stupid.
I want to feed you to a plant. that badly. Like, listen.
I'm gonna feed you to the little shop of horrors.
You don't know enough about, like, semi-obscure or
Seymour, too.
fish, what the fuck ever, right? If you're gonna make a pop culture reference, the least you could do is watch the fucking movie first. Come on.
Or at
man.
least the theater thing, you know? Like,
Niche! Niche! You're not even a fan! You didn't even see it!
In its day, the Astraspis survived mostly from the nutrients and algae
allergy.
Once again, we're cutting ourselves off mid-sentence here.
that were littered amongst the seafloor,
Okay.
which made it, like all non-carnivores, a
That's a
promising
very
prey.
interesting way to say algae.
Made it like all
Gave it a whole nother.
promising prey.
I
First
mean,
of all,
I
that sentence is
understand like
correct.
algia.
Second of all, not all
but
things that are
allergy?
carnivores are promising prey.
Oh
Third
god,
of all,
don't attack my horse. Don't attack my horse.
Because this is the Ordovician, there's not even that much plant material to eat. Like,
Fucker,
it could be a
did you just
snack
throw that at my
or
horse?
something, but that still means it would be like eating meat and shit. Like,
Oh, strays.
dude, this is embarrassing.
It's probably accurate to estimate that the Astraspis was eaten by just about every predator alive during the Devonian period.
It's Ordovician! This is from the Ordovician! But you know what's happening? You know what's happening? He's implying that it evolves into Dunkleosteus so much that he's gotten them mixed up.
Oh boy.
Who could have foreseen that? Like, the AI always fucking does this whenever it goes off on some weird tangent about some other creature. We saw this, like, super early on with the one video that was talking about, like, Austroraptor.
I really hope
and
children don't try to learn about dinosaurs through these videos, because that'd be so sad.
Thanks to Jurassic Park's Velociraptors. Like, fuck, dude, it does this
Oh,
so
and
fucking
it sucks that most people learn about dinosaurs through stuff like Ark, like not Ark Survival Evolved, but Jurassic World and stuff like that. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Not even the books, the movies, because the books are kind of accurate. The movies are just like, yeah, let's put a bunch of random dinosaurs into one dinosaur and then call it a random dinosaur.
Second of all, it had been preyed on so much that it just, like, evolved an armored head. Something tells me that, like, I mean, like, I have to blame this on the AI, right? But enough people believe shit like this that I really have to believe that the American school system is doing such a poor job at teaching how evolution actually works. And
I don't think they even taught me how evolution works.
I'm getting eaten too much. I guess I'll have to, like, you know, put some more points into my defense stat. That's not how it fucking works. Random mutations. It is random mutations when individuals are born, and so sometimes those mutations are beneficial, sometimes they are detrimental. That happens over the course of thousands and then millions of years, and eventually these genes get passed on into the next generation, and all of those guys are basically the same, and then so on and so on and so on, and they evolve new traits.
It's so simple, and I don't understand how people can't get it.
Context of humans, right? Back in the oldie days, like in the Jesus Christ days, people were a lot shorter on average. But
Yeah.
you know what chicks love? Chicks love tall dudes. And that means that, like, they're gonna select a bunch of tall dudes over the course of, you know, thousands of years.
And
now.
that's gonna make everyone taller.
We've gotten a lot taller over the years. Hasn't helped me any, but, you know, humans on average, it's definitely helped.
Yeah,
Which is, like, one example
I've been
of,
6
like,
foot for the past 3 years, and I'm still 17.
You are probably as tall as you are now because your great-great-grandmammy liked them tall.
Unfortunately, this new armor also made the 25 centimeter.
It's a whole internet meme, actually, that women like tall people,
Up to a ton.
even though it's evolutionary.
Mixed up with Dunkleosteus. Because, let me tell ya, this thing was not... Okay, hold on, that's a wild size overestimate. This thing was not a ton. You're saying that this thing is like 8 inches long, and you're saying it's a ton? How dense is it?
How?
Is this
What
fish
the?
ever fucking
How did it even
fucking-
swim?
Is this fish a black hole? What's wrong with you, Raspis? this thing is terrifying. The densest creature that ever besides the
Goddamn
giant-
Pokemon.
Which didn't really help protect it against.
It's just like a
Being as
20-ton
expensive as
Sukumuku.
Star, I think helped it against predators.
The Astraspis is one of evolution's miracle stories, a prey creature that was effectively transformed into something stronger. It also looks weird, so there's that. Number 11.
Again, he just repeats himself over and over again, like, yep, this thing sure did evolve into Dunkley.
Oh, look at that horse armor. That's some beautiful horse armor.
Okay, I've never heard
I
of it.
love the leather armor's look.
For those of you that think we just invent names for animals, do you really think we would have thought up something as wild as the Pneumodesmus pneumani?
Yes.
Yeah? That doesn't seem like all that complex of a name. Like,
Yeah.
pneumo, I'm assuming that means like pneumatic, right? Like sort of same process. Desmus,
Pneumatic.
I've definitely heard that as like a suffix.
Pneumodesmus
And
nomadi.
then pneumani,
Pneumani.
I assume Newmani. I assume it's named after a guy named Newman. Yeah, I'm not entirely surprised that this is a name that exists. There are way weirder ones that are way more difficult to pronounce.
Yeah,
Most
like
of us can't even pronounce it. Not even those of us who are paid to. To our modern
what?
Jesus Christ.
eyes, this is an ancient millipede, but it actually
You're not
has
paid to
much
pronounce
more
it, you're-
historical significance than that.
You just go to ChatGPT and go, write me a script for top 10 dinosaurs video.
Oldest known creature to ever have lived on land.
I figured that's where we were going with this. Because, like, we've completely lost the plot at this point that, like, oh, this is terrifying creatures that live before dinosaurs or whatever bullshit. We've completely lost the plot. We lost the plot after literally the first fucking entry. So it's just, like, prehistoric animals before the dinosaurs from, like, the Paleozoic era that had some kind of evolutionary significance. Which, like, isn't a bad thing for a list, I suppose. But, like, you have the name is Terrifying Creatures. This is basically just
None of these have been
You know
terrifying.
what I mean?
As well as the very first myriapod. Those are tiny creatures.
Myriapod. Also, you're
Myriapod?
logo here. Like, why? I mean, I know why. Because, like, no, you know, fuck, I don't know why. I don't know why. Because, like, why not give people credit? You know what I mean? Yeah, but, like, the credit is down here. So now I'm just double confused. Why blur the logo if you credit them here anyway? That's just
What?
really confusing.
with lots of legs. The creature was discovered in 2000.
Also, creatures with lots of legs. That could apply to so many fucking things. That could apply to isopods. That could apply to velvet worms if you really want to search the definition of what a leg is. Like, come on, man. You could be more specific than that. Or at the very least, just say, like, oh yeah, they're millipedes and centipedes and stuff like that. You don't have to go into, like, the full clitithics or whatever, but just say, like, oh yeah, it's millipedes and centipedes. Those guys.
4. Thanks to fossils located in Scotland. But its actual age is pretty hazy. While we know that it lived some 428 million years ago, studies have suggested that it actually lived much earlier, existing sometime in the early Devonian period. So, we may never know for sure. And, for those of us that aren't huge fans of millipedes or centipedes or pretty much any small creature with more than 4 legs, this is a pretty horrifying thing to look at.
It's just a regular millipede.
Yeah, I'm not scared of a millipede.
And predates land vertebrates by 50
Most of the time, I don't think they're even, like, poisonous to the touch. I think they're just poisonous to eat.
Okay, at least this is a predator and not basically just a really old, regular-ass millipede. I know that there's people who are scared of bugs and shit. I really can't understand being scared of millipedes at all.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
at
not.
all. Like, they cannot hurt you. Also, yeah, this is, not...
They're
before
not
the
scary at
dinosaurs.
all.
I think there were species of Nothosaurus that lived before the dinosaurs. I think they were kind of, like, all throughout the Triassic, if I'm not mistaken. There's, like, probably,
Whoa.
12 fucking species of Nothosaurus or
It's
something.
kind of cool.
At the very least, the title is definitively wrong now because Nothosaurus was indeed contemporary with dinosaurs.
It's common knowledge that reptiles like crocodiles and alligators are some of the last living descendants of dinosaurs on the Earth. But this
God, I wish things like that still existed that weren't crocodiles.
Crocodiles and alligators are the
Be so
closest
cool.
living relatives to dinosaurs because, you know, dinosaurs are still living today, they're just birds. But way, way back in prehistoric times, there were the basal archosaurs, and they split off into the dinosaurs, who would eventually become the birds, and they split off into crocodilians, or rather crocodilomorphs, who would eventually split off into a whole
Oh, here we
bunch of
go.
different shit. Like they became the Pseudosuchians and Metriorhynchids and shit like that, and also our modern day crocodilians. Crocodilians are not descendants of dinosaurs; they're just like a different branch on the same evolutionary tree. Oh yeah, also pterosaurs. I forgot about that. So it's dinosaurs, which would become birds, pterosaurs, and then
Armadillo.
crocodilomorphs.
Unusual species is actually distinctly related to lizards and snakes.
Okay, we don't know.
Oh god, I
what
forgot how
those
slow
are
armadillos are.
exactly. I think modern consensus puts them kind of close to turtles, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you might just be getting it confused with Mosasaurus. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, we don't know exactly where Sauropterygians came from, evolutionarily speaking. I'm pretty sure most modern studies put them closest to turtles. I think at least that's very subject to change because the Triassic was weird and like shit was just popping up out of nowhere. You can't
Come on.
say that Nothosaurus came from things like lizards and snakes because first of all, snakes would not evolve for about, I don't know, 120, 130 million years. Like snakes showed up in the fucking Cretaceous period, so it would have had to evolve from lizards. Fuck, dude, this thing could have evolved from like, what is it, Rhynchocephalians, like Tuataras and shit? You can't definitively say these things, but you're very intent on definitively saying things that are either provably wrong or things you can't possibly prove.
Which means they too could be considered descendants of dinosaurs.
No,
They can't.
Oh my god. There is so much wrong with what you just said there. Because lizards and snakes are on a completely different, way further up branch than the dinosaurs are. That's like all the way back at reptiles. That's so completely different. You're saying that this thing evolved from lizards. Well, lizards are like way the fuck up here in terms of branching off from like base reptiles. So not what that means compared to like archosaurs who are way the fuck down here. Just, oh my god, you could not be more wrong about this. This is utter insanity.
The Nothosaurus lived sometime in the Triassic period, around 200 and 250.
Don't get in the water.
years
Don't get in the
ago,
water.
And is immediately recognizable by its 4-meter-long, slender body and long, extended features.
I thought he was gonna say it's 4-meter long teeth. But I have wild size overestimate with the tungsten fish, so
The tungsten fish.
Unlike many of the dinosaurs that would come later, this was a
Not a dinosaur.
species that felt very comfortable in the water and lived a lifestyle that was probably comparable to what we now see with seals. But what
That is fair enough. There are fossil trackways.
Well, why did you jump that far down? You could have.
Very likely a semi-aquatic reptile, unlike its later Sauropterygian descendants,
Whatever.
the Plesiosaurs, which were fully aquatic and likely gave birth to live young.
makes this creature particularly intimidating is its way of hunting. While it could just grab and
You
eat
didn't.
fish
Good.
or other marine mammals that it happened to.
Marine mammals? Okay, because you said it was like a seal. That means it is not only a descendant of the dinosaurs, despite apparently existing before them, and also being descended from lizards, and all that other shit, but it's also a mammal.
Oh boy. It is apparently related to every single living creature.
Its ability to dig up hidden creatures lurking beneath the seabed.
Hell, this thing might even be a single-celled organism.
That doesn't strike me as particularly
I mean,
intimidating.
everybody knows it's a fungus, so it could be anything at this point.
It's another clam that we have here. That's why he's scared of like
Come on.
aspas and shit. 'Cause he's like, oh, no,
Get up.
I am a poor defenseless
Get
clam. I don't wanna
up.
get eaten by this little jawless filter feeder or whatever shit.
Once those creatures were chomped up by the Nothosaurus, there was no escape.
Yeah, because they're clams. How good are they at escaping?
While this has not been confirmed by any experts, it's highly likely that the Nothosaurus is a distant relative or early ancestor of our modern lizards.
There is a thing that you can definitively say that the Nothosaurus was an ancestor to. Okay, you're saying it evolved from lizards. Now you're saying it's an ancestor to lizards. It's an ancestor to plesiosaurs. For fuck's sake!
Oh,
Jesus Christ! What is
oh
wrong
boy.
with you? Oh my god, this is so awful. He's saying so many things about the Nothosaurus planistics, and they're all wrong. It's a Ceraptorigian. It is an early ancestor to plesiosaurs. Just say it's like the fucking Loch Ness Monster or something. I'd be happier if you said that.
I mean, they haven't confirmed it, but we just said it with no evidence. So, who are you going to believe? Number 9, Scutosaurus. No two creatures are alike. Some are more slender. Some are
I have to skip this night.
some are
Otherwise,
just
this thing's not getting back.
I don't even think Scutosaurus is like all that big comparatively speaking. I want to say it's roughly in the ballpark of like Anostrancevia in terms of like length or height or something. For a Permian animal, at least a land-based animal, I want to say this guy was pretty big, but like I don't think Scutosaurus is like enormous or anything. Okay, so like nine-ish feet in length. That's not that big.
Yeah.
Again, for the Permian on land, pretty big. But like overall, I want to say this thing's probably about as big as like some modern day crocodiles. Certainly in terms of like
That
weight,
could have been
it's about a
bad.
ton. Really not that big.
In the case of the Scutosaurus, it's probably one of the biggest prehistoric creatures we've ever had on our planet. Just
Season is underway with a touchback in it. Take it from your intercept.
there's always next season.
No,
Alright.
no. 10 feet long and like a ton and change? No. I think it's getting confused. Like, you know, Wikipedia here is saying that, oh, they were among the largest reptiles during the Permian. And so it's like,
Oh, I could get a snowy fox too.
Mixed ever, that's a bingo. Actually, have we had any highly outdated? Mostly they're outdated, they're just like wrong. Like they're based off of jack and shit. Oh wait, we had incorrect taxonomy, like a shitload with Nothosaurus. Mammal-like reptile thing.
I love
They
snowy
said they were, like,
foxes.
from a group that was like
Arctic
previously
foxes are
known
my
as mammal-like
favorite.
reptiles. I think I'd give him a pass on that one.
Oh god.
But then he kept talking about it, so overhyping. We might have that for this guy, just because like saying it evolved into Dunkleosteus. I think we have something for that. Technically, we did have Outlook at Scavenging mentioned. I'm pretty sure for Dickinsonia. Fuck it, I'm going with that one. It was indeed a scavenger. I don't know if we've gotten to the point of thumbnail bait yet, but we'll see.
In sheer bulk, it's the creature equivalent.
Oh, right, because this is where we were at. Okay, yeah, no, tungsten fish. That is thumbnail bait. You're right about that. 8 inches long, weighs a ton. Okay, so Scutosaurus was really not that big. It wasn't even one of the biggest animals of the Permian, if you're saying like that, like land-based.
Arctic fox.
If you're not specifying land-based, then things like Helicoprion would have been bigger. Helicoprion's like big even by modern day fish standards. It would have easily been way bigger than Scutosaurus. And hell, like we were looking at Anostrancevia earlier, they're pretty similar in size. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot they can walk on this. Should have made myself some leather boots.
Prehistoric creatures we've ever had on our planet. Just in sheer bulk. Creature
Oh, oh, ow.
of the Rock?
Ugh. Ow.
The Rock?
Fuck.
Yeah! The man
Oh,
with a
God.
glass of milk! Give him the milk, Josh!
Oh.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Ugh.
The word is rock. Listen.
That hurt.
There are things that, like, I'll mark it off on the bingo board, obviously, because it's part of the bingo board, but it's like, You know what? I'm not gonna blame you too much for not being able to pronounce that, right? It's rock. We were playing like what now?
Wait.
That, right? But it's like bingo board. Listen, let's smell what the milk, John. Yeah, the man wants a glass of milk. Give him the milk.
Ever had on our planet, just in sheer bulk. It's the creature equivalent of the rock.
The Ruck?
What did you just call me?
The creature equivalent of the Ruck.
The Scutosaurus was discovered by experts in 1920.
It's
Russia and
Rock!
was named accordingly, with its translated English name being shield lizard. That name is not
Shield
a-
Hero.
Sorta. I mean, I think
No.
it's Scoop Lizard, right? Because it's named after
I
Scoops.
don't like that
I
anime.
mean, okay, shield lizard. I guess Scoop just means shield. I can live with that.
The Scutosaurus was a 6-foot-long, 1,000-pound thing with thick bones,
Thing.
bulky muscles, and
You,
a
you can at least call it a reptile. And this is
Come on.
underestimating it. You're underestimating it, but you're still saying that this is one of the biggest.
I can't wait to learn that they attack armadillos for some reason.
lot of armor plating. All that plating meant that this animal was pretty well defended against potential predators, even if it did make the creature significantly slower. But what's most
Come on.
fascinating about the Scutosaurus is that they were basically prehistoric buffalo, roaming the
What?
Time to see if you're aggressive towards them.
Logically speaking, certainly not in terms
Doesn't look
of,
like it.
like statistics.
floodplains of Eurasia, some 250 million years ago. Just
Isn't that like when the Triassic started, or am I crazy?
as cows and buffalo travel in packs.
Also make a boat.
Wait. You say that cows and buffalo travel in packs. That's herds. I will have one count pack hunting cows, because that's fucking funny.
The Scutosaurus did back then. The Scutosaurus was a herbivorous creature, but it's definitely a
Herbivorous.
scary one. While humans
Big advantage as an herbivore, that's
were
easy.
obviously not around at the time, this animal would likely behave in the same way an elephant or rhino would if it felt confronted by a human. Which is to say, it'd crush you. Number 8, Dimetrodon angelensis.
Very interesting pick for,
Actually,
a specific
probably shouldn't put this down yet.
species of Dimetrodon.
Get out of the boat.
I'm pretty sure Grandis, if I'm not mistaken,
Ah, I'm sorry.
is the largest species of Dimetrodon. But there's also a bunch of Dimetrodon species.
Alright. I'm gonna come at this later. Come at this later. Oh, no, don't say that.